What's good, gang? Back with another video. By the name of the title, you can already tell we are officially funded. So I figured I'd make this video now. Saturday, about to go into a new week, and just wanted to, like I said, I'm just gonna be documenting the whole process of, me leveling up in trading and using trading to, you know, invest in other ventures, invest in my business, MACCARONI, which is a clothing brand built on the premise that fitness is at the foundation of whatever you want to do. So in order to master your craft, you got to basically take care of yourself. So we're growing MACCARONI. We're growing our trading accounts. We're just trying to, dial it in, really. But yeah, like I said, we're officially funded. We got funded on Wednesday with Funded Next. Honestly, all thanks to God. Phase one, we were actually down 9%. Like, you can only lose 10% on the account. Let me grab my bag, but we're down 9%. And if we would have lost that last trade there, we would have been cooked. We would have had to start fresh again. But by the grace of God, it's a probability game at the end of the day. I wasn't the reason why that trade won. But I followed the rules. And the reason I was down 9% is because I was fucking up. I wasn't following my rules, right? That's 90% of the reason why 90% of traders fail is most likely because they don't follow their rules, right? Or they don't have any rules to begin with. And part of me, I'm a little under the weather, if you can't tell, but yeah, I'm about to prop this up and kind of yap for a second. But yeah, we were kind of messing up. We were slipping up a little bit, but we locked back in. We dialed it back in, and stuck to the program and went from a 9% drawdown on the account to pushing it all the way up to break even and then back into profit. You had to make 8% on phase one to get to phase two. We did that, smashed that. Then we moved on to phase two. Phase two, we went down about 5%. Same thing. A couple of those trades were just trades I shouldn't have been taking, just because they were outside of my trading plan. And, ended up dialing it back in and making that come back to 5% in profit. And that's how we got to an actual live funded account. Now, with that being said, it's just, you really gotta overcome your human nature. Like, trading was not built in a way for us to succeed, right? Just because as humans we like being in control, right? We like being in control. I think that's what's been like my main struggle, is just I like being in control. I like feeling like I'm the reason for an outcome. And I didn't really start seeing any like results until I realized that like it's out of my hands. All I can do, is figure out a plan and follow that plan to the best of my ability. Another thing that I'll say is like, document your data, right? If you're looking to get funded, or even if you're trading period and you don't have data on whatever strategy that you're using, you're doing it wrong. I did it for 4 years with no data. I had no data on any strategy that I was using. So when you go through losing periods, when I would go through losing periods that are inevitable when it comes to trading, right? I would start looking for other trading strategies. I would start trying to tweak things, right? I'd start, just messing with the system that might not have needed to be messed with, right? So right now, and I can show you, I don't know if I can, how do you switch the camera around in this thing? Can you switch the camera around the video? I don't know. Anyway, I'll show you here in a second, but what's it called? My strategy right now, 45% win rate, but my wins are way bigger than my losses, right? I'm averaging right now, my wins are like 4.5 R, right? And I risk 1% per trade. So I'm either going to lose 1% or I'm going to gain 4.5 R. I'm going to gain 4.5% on average. You know what I'm saying? So, show it this way. It's ghetto, but fuck it. You can probably see here. Hopefully it's not backwards or anything. But you can see, you know, at the top, total trades, 24 trades. You can see, let me see if I can focus it in. 24 trades. You can see total wins is 11, total losses 13, right? Win rate 45%, right? Then you got average win 4.56%, average loss 1%, right? Then you got your profit factor, which is 3.8 or some shit like that, and then max consecutive losses in a row 5, right? Hopefully that shit wasn't backwards, but if you don't have the data to tell you, hey, like if you're losing, you lost 5 trades in a row, and you're like scared, like you're shook, and you start looking for other strategies, like you might be still sitting on a gold mine, and that was just the variance in the strategy that you just had to suffer through, right? Now I know when I go through, and right now that's what I'm on. My last 5 trades were losers, right? Which sucks because I passed the account on Wednesday, right? And I started the week with 2 winners, both hitting 1 to 3s. I started the week at 6%. That's what passed the account, right? Ended the week minus 5%, right? You know what I'm saying? I took 5 trades at the end of the week. All of them were losers, right? So the distribution is there. I'm gonna come into next week, and you know what I'm saying? I might take one more loss on Monday. Who knows? And now my max losses goes to 6. But now I've seen it. Now I can expect that. Now I'm like, if I'm ever in a 6% losing streak again, I know, hey, I still have a strategy on my hands that passes accounts. And eventually, right, we still have to wait 21 days. We're only 2 days in, so we still have to wait 19 days before we can get a payout. But yeah, I know I'm not going to change my strategy just because I'm on my 4th loss or I'm on my 5th loss. Like, because I have the data to tell me that my strategy is not broken. So yeah, I'm going to just keep documenting this. Kind of just giving you whatever's in my mind, giving you gems that hopefully you're able to apply, you know? At the end of the day, like, I don't really watch a lot of trading content anymore. Not as much as I used to, for sure. And that's just because I'm at a point now where, like, I don't need the noise, right? So I don't want to give you too much noise. All I want to give you is like practical things, like the strategy. Like I might drop strategy videos later on if people really want to know what my strategy is. I trade gold, but like doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Like this is a strategy that like is built off of me just understanding different, ways that the market likes to move, and then me forming my own opinion on that and seeing, hey, at this time, if price does this and then it gives me this type of candlestick and I get in, does it hit a 1 to 2? Does it hit a 1 to 3? And I test it and I back test and I'm like, okay, it's hitting 1 to 2s, but like it's hitting 1 to 3s, it's hitting 1 to 4s, like, and I formulated this strategy off of just looking at the markets and going back and testing out if I did the same thing on this pair every single day, right? And for me, I like to trade, so like I was trading like swing trading before, but like my impatience doesn't allow me to swing trade and follow my rules because I'm gonna break them because I want to be in the markets, right? That's another thing. Find a strategy that fits you. If you're more laid back and you're like, I'm cool, like I don't really want to be a part of the markets every day, like swing trading might be better for you, right? I had to find a strategy that I can execute damn near every single day that had a win percentage that wasn't fucking cheeks, right? And that gave good R multiples, right? This one is seeming like it's there, but I'm only 24 trades in. Until I get to 50 to 100 trades, I won't know how valid this strategy is, or if it's something I can use long term, right? Right now, I know that this strategy has saved my ass multiple times, right? And has passed me a funded account, right? Within the last month, 3 weeks, right? Which means that, what, 8% and 5%? What's that? Freaking, I'm bad at math. 13% within the last 3 weeks. Like, that's huge. That's huge. You know what I'm saying? You're on a 100K account. You're on a 200K account. Like, that's good money. That's really good money. But and that's me. That's 13% profit. Like, that's not even adding me coming back from the losses that I took. Right? You add those in, I was down 9%, I was down 5%. Like, I've made over 30%, 30R in the last, like, I've done the math. Over the last 3 weeks, it's 31R. Last week was basically a break-even week, but it was still plus 1R. The last 3 weeks have been winning weeks, right? 31R. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's good money. On a 100K account, like, that's 30 grand. You know what I'm saying? If you're risking $1,000 per trade, that's 30 grand. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers are risking $2,000 per trade, 3,000. Like, do the math, right? I'm not good at math, but do the math. That's good money. That's really good money. So, with that being said, I'm gonna just keep documenting this shit. See where it goes, you know. But going into next week, the game plan is just stick to the damn plan. Stick to the plan. If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? No Asian session trading. I trade New York session. I've been slipping in an Asian session when I'm a little lit at night, you know, sipping a little bit, and it never really goes well. I gotta eliminate that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just being real. Like, people want to see, like, real life. Like, this is real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know what to do. It's easier said than done, right? A lot of people want to get online and tell you what to do. I'm gonna just tell you what I'm doing that's getting me results, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing that's not getting me results. Don't do that. Don't do that, right? I'm trying to not do that. So, with that being said, like I said, I'm just keep growing. I'm gonna grow this YouTube channel. Hopefully, grow a community around the charts, around entrepreneurship, around mindset. You know what I'm saying? Not only are we trading, but like I said, we're building MACCARONI. We're mastering our craft while we're at it. You know what I'm saying? And we're having fun. We're just having fun. So, yeah. If you fuck with what I'm doing, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.